what I am seeing, so we've implemented one-on-ones throughout the business as well. That's the other, internal. It's another big change that we've brought in. And I think in the first instance, for those colleague relationships, it's making a big difference. For the managers who are in their one-on-ones with their direct reports, one of the rules that we have is that the direct report speaks first. And if they can speak without being interrupted, again, it is, what are you thinking? Tell me your thoughts, your agenda. What would you like to talk about? And then allowing them to speak, which means that you can overcome a lot of those, I need to speak to my manager about something and I don't know how to say it, or I've got a stupid thing and I don't quite know how to have this conversation with a client, or I've got a difficult phone call to make and I don't know how to have that phone call. So you're having a lot more of those discussions internally because the manager is shutting up and simply saying, what is it? And I think in the receiving, we can then give, can't we? And when you've received that generative attention, when you've received that that listening, you then want to do it for other people.
What I'm just hearing there in terms of the one-to-ones that you've implemented, it can be hard to be vulnerable, can't it? I think with somebody who, your manager ultimately does have some power over you. Again, going back to that kind of power dynamic thing, much as we don't like to think about hierarchy and much as we try to flatten the hierarchy, that is the reality within businesses. And so to be vulnerable and to go to your manager and say, I just don't know, or I've made this mistake, or I'm having this client issue and I should know how to deal with it, but I don't really know how to deal with it, please help. That vulnerability can be really quite tough. And I'm sure it's the same for clients, actually. To be struggling with something in their life that they can see, or they perceive everybody else around them is, very successful and getting on with things. And I think the thinking environment, listening in that way, and particularly without interruption, it enables that. It allows people to be vulnerable in that space, and like you say, not to have to worry about, well, when do I bring this up? When do I ask this question? How do I ask this question? Is it even okay to ask this question? So yeah, I think it's a really lovely use, I think, and it's such a great relationship builder as well between managers and their direct reports.
Yeah, and that's the main purpose of that one-on-one, is to build relationships. It's interesting that you picked up on that, because if you can't have a good conversation with your manager, if you can't come in and tell them some good stuff, how are you ever going to have a difficult conversation? It's not a human thing, is it? So providing that psychological safety in the space and the regularity of it as well. So it is half an hour every single week, and all of our partners, so we call our staff partners, all of our partners know that they will have that time, which is specifically set aside for a one-on-one basis, and that is their time. It's their time to speak. It's their time to share. It's their time to talk. So yeah, it's proving already really, really powerful.